Cody Rhodes' reign is boring. And I don't want anybody telling me to give it time, because that's the same lame excuse for the slop that we have been receiving ever since Cody has started his reign. Cody Rhodes didn't beat a transitional champion or a champion that only held it for a couple of months. He beat Roman Reigns, who held the title for 4 years. And you're telling me from the moment that they decided to crown Cody Rhodes the new WWE champion, that they didn't have any plans for him going into the first few months of his championship reign? Let's take a look back at Cody's first night as the champion. The Raw after Mania, Cody was giving his "I did it" speech and was interrupted by The Rock. They then had this awkward ass title exchange in the ring, which led to fans calling out how stupid it looked. Obviously, The Rock wasn't going to be on TV for a while after this, but this send-off was just extremely cringe and confusing as to what the message was that they were trying to portray. This is bound to set up a match between these two further down the line. Keep this in mind for the rest of the video. The following SmackDown, Cody Rhodes announces in a promo that he will be facing whoever comes out of the qualifying matches that they were hosting on that show. The matches involved AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, and Santos Escobar. This was interesting because a majority of the matches were from people who Cody Rhodes has never faced, or people who Cody Rhodes hasn't faced in a very long time. The following Raw, Cody cuts yet another meaningless promo thanking Jey Uso for his help at WrestleMania that could have honestly been TV time that you could have gave to somebody else. A common theme that I've realized in Cody Rhodes promos is that when he has no true direction, he tends to just ramble about the most pointless things imaginable, and to me that is just boring. The following SmackDown, the winners of the last week's qualifying match face each other this week to determine who faces Cody Rhodes at Backlash for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles came out with the victory and set his eyes on Cody Rhodes at the first international PLE of the year. After this, Cody Rhodes was assigned to be a permanent member of the SmackDown roster. So the following week was the WWE draft, and Cody Rhodes was face to face with his challenger AJ Styles in a contract signing to make the match official at Backlash. They could have talked about the history of the Bullet Club for these two, or how one changed the landscape of wrestling while the other one was in limbo land in the biggest wrestling company in the world. They could have even brought up Stardust, but instead they went with the same old route like all of Cody Rhodes' storylines, and that is talking about his father, Dusty Rhodes. Am I the only one tired of the constant talk about Cody Rhodes' father? Like, Cody has busted his ass off to get to this point where he's at, to be crowned the WWE champion, just for all of his major stories to be about his father. It was cool when it was brought up in his first rivalry with Seth Rollins, but it has been overdone to death with everyone afterwards. It's like they can't come up with material to go after just Cody himself. Anyways, the contract signing was boring, and you didn't feel any real animosity between Cody and AJ, which killed any of my hype for the match at Backlash. I knew that the match was going to cook because, come on, it's AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes, but the story going into it was lackluster to say the least. On the same night was the WWE draft, in which Triple H asked Cody Rhodes to join him on the podium to help draft the first round picks for SmackDown. Carmelo Hayes was one of the picks, and he called his shot against Cody Rhodes in the main event of the show. Cody Rhodes accepted, and the match was set in stone as Cody Rhodes' first match since becoming champion. It was a great back and forth match between the two, and really helped Carmelo Hayes stand out as one of the main priorities of the future of the company. This is why we wanted a champion on the blue brand who actually showed up, because it allows for opportunities like this to help elevate a star. Fast forward to the next show in France, and AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes are face to face once again before their matchup at Backlash. This was a much better segment as there was a mention of some history. AJ Styles mentioned how he scratched and clawed to the top of WWE with no help, while the first real adversity that Cody Rhodes faced was with his Stardust gimmick, in which he bailed and went over to AEW. Cody Rhodes mentioned how he had many mistakes that formed him into the man that he has become today, and told AJ not to disparage his accomplishments in order to increase his own ego. The match finally built some hype, but my problem was that it was way too late. Cody Rhodes mentioned that the fact that his first title defense is against someone he never faced before is too sweet, and AJ Styles threw up the Bullet Club sign, and in classic cookie cutter babyface fashion, Cody Rhodes put it up too and received a slap from AJ Styles. Cody Rhodes did nothing but smile to end the segment. This is one of my main problems with Cody Rhodes. You could literally torture him in front of his family, and he'll just look at you in your eyes and say, well, we'll deal with this at the PLE. Like, bro, go get your leg back. What are you doing? Babyfaces who have no edge to them are literally the worst parts about WWE. They literally have no bone in their body to fight back, even if it is justified. They will only handle their business in the ring during a match. Cody Rhodes unfortunately falls under that category. The match at Backlash was fantastic as the first title defense was a success. The problem was the follow-up after the PLE. The next challenger was none other than Logan Paul. Look, I'm fine with Cody Rhodes facing Logan Paul, but he's literally the US champion right now. And I know there's gonna be people in the comments saying,
"You're never satisfied with anything. Logan Paul's a great challenger. Give the title away some time.
This is exactly why the US Championship is in the state that it is in right now. No one cares about the damn title, and this is how you bury it even further. Instead of creating new storylines that revolve around the US Championship, you stick them in a match with the WWE Champion? Does that even make any sense? To top it off, they even teased it was going to be a unification match with both of the titles being on the line. Then I have geeks in my comments talking about some,
They never mentioned it. Who told you it was gonna be for both championships?
were we not watching the same show? Cody insinuated that it was going to be for both titles. Oh, how about another one? Look at Cody's tweets. He made 2 tweets, 2 belts, and for all the gold. You think I'm supposed to just ignore that? All right, but I'm the dummy here, right? I'm the dummy here. Thankfully, WWE didn't end up making a colossal mistake and only have one title on the line instead, which is the WWE Championship. All this screams out to me is that they had no plan for Cody Rhodes because AJ Styles was short term when they could have easily milked out 2 matches from the two, and Logan Paul is most likely going to be short term as well. So what's next for Cody Rhodes after this? Is it just going to be a bunch of short term meaningless feuds that have no real heat behind them? Are we really about to wait till The Rock comes back in order to really kick up this title reign? That makes no sense to me. Whoever's fine with this half-ass booking until The Rock comes back, that's all cool, but you can have that. I prefer for the main champ of the company to be in the best storyline. Cody Rhodes right now doesn't even feel like the main priority of the show. He just feels like a special add-on to what the hell is going on. SmackDown doesn't even feel like the A show anymore, as Raw feels much more important in terms of storyline progression. I know people are going to pull the excuse of Cody Rhodes being the most over character and that he doesn't need an edge just like they did in my last video for Jey Uso, but you guys are the same people who will pay for anything that drops in the WWE shop, so I'm not surprised. I was a big advocate for Cody Rhodes to become champion because it was time for a fresh face and a champion who shows up to the show. But if that said person was set to have no direction till The Rock pulls up, then all of a sudden I have a different opinion on them. WWE needs to figure it out with Cody Rhodes because the directionless mess is more prevalent as the weeks go by. I'm slowly losing interest in Cody Rhodes, and they better turn up his booking before the WWE universe begins to do the same. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you join the Discord where we have hot takes. We discuss wrestling events that's going on in the world right now. It's a safe space for everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We about to hit 2,000 subscribers, so make sure you tell your grandma, your auntie, your cousins, your brother, your sister, everybody who watches wrestling. Make sure you let them know about this channel. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go watch my other videos because those videos are also entertaining as well. You might go on a binge watching journey. I don't know. I'm not making no promises, but you might enjoy everything else that I offer on this channel. Make sure you follow me on all the social medias. All those is going to be in the link in the description. I almost forgot to mention that I'm going to be streaming on here tomorrow on Friday. I don't know what time yet. I'm going to update you guys on the time. We're going to be talking about wrestling topics going on in the world right now, and hope to see you guys there. I hope you guys have a peaceful and loving day. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out of here.